guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I decided to do a beautiful bookmarks. I found this reference photo and when I saw it I just had to do it. These are some poppies in the fields, so we'll make it simple, impressionistic, and not try to make every single poppy, but just make it light, easy, and well, perfect for beginners. And these are the bookmarks I've already done. This video is already up on my channel, so if you want to see how I painted those, you can find the video in my channel, and I will also put the link down in description box. So after this video you can go and check out the other one. It is also very easy, beautiful and so fun to do. And so let's start with our bookmarks this time. I've just turned the page around because, well, it's easier for me to film this way, and I'm also right-handed, so it's easier for me that all of my paint and everything is on the right side, so I just turned this one around. And as you can see, I've divided my paper, that is Clairefontaine Fontaine watercolor paper. I divided into 6 parts. It is 20 by 40 centimeters, or I think just a second, 8 by 15.5 inches. So I divided it into 6 parts, and I'm doing 6 bookmarks, and I'm doing 3 at a time. I'm not painting every single bookmark, but just doing those 3 together. And I also use the washi tape to divide them. When I move the washi tape, I will have a beautiful white border. And this is a thinner washi tape, and this is thicker washi tape. I think I said everything. Yeah, one thing I forgot, I really like to do to set my mood. So I will just a second, I will just light my candle. This is actually a Himalayan salt lamp, so I love how it looks when you light it. So I'm just, well, indulging myself, putting that one there. It doesn't really have the place for it on in my shot, so it will be there. And of course I prewetted the paper. Next thing we're gonna do is just paint the sky in slight blue color, and I'm gonna use azure for that. You can use, well, almost any blue color, and we're not gonna do it anything dark, just a light wash to give it just some color, not leave it white, but to have this some slight blue color in our sky. And I'm gonna, well, desaturate it even more and just go downwards and pick up even a lot of that paint. And when of course when it dries, it will be even lighter. And next thing we're gonna do is go into our land or grass, and we're gonna do just like this, just strokes like this. And my paper is already starting to dry. I think I will have to slightly wet it again, so just keep that in mind. If you notice your paper drying, or leave it to dry completely, or just re-wet it before you start to paint. It doesn't matter, it doesn't really bother me that I just move that. It will just give even stronger foreground my blur. This will be blurred when dried, so that is all okay. And I'm gonna use just a little bit more of green. This is green. I've prepared my colors, and all the materials I'm using in this painting are going to be listed down in description box, so you can of course check it out. And you will also find there the links, my affiliate Amazon links. So if you use any of my links and go into Amazon store and buy those supplies, I will get a small commission, and I would be very grateful. That will definitely help me keep doing this, and of course help me fund myself. Not find, but fund myself. So this is it, and as I said, I would be very grateful. Okay, now we're gonna use again a little bit more of that green. Just add a little darker here and there on this side, and a little bit of burnt sienna. Again, just a couple of those strokes. Just a little bit more of burnt sienna, and like that. Just go from all directions, from downwards, from side, 1, 2, both, right here from sides. Just make it diverse, and we're gonna go also a little bit upwards with maybe just a couple of them, like this. And I think this will be it. We won't do it anymore. And now I will dry this, and after I dry this, I'll come back. Okay, this is now completely dry, and we can go to the next stage. And the next stage will be painting in the poppies. And well, I will use the mix of raw sienna and just a little bit of olive green for my stems, and just a little bit of green. This, and I will now I'm sorry, I will now paint the stems for my poppies, and I won't do, I suppose, too much of them. There are also, all those stems I'm painting won't be poppies. Some of it will be grass, some of it will be weed, doesn't matter. And like this, just add them high as you want. I will not go above my middle, just a little bit higher than my background. And the next one, just do the same thing on all 3 of your bookmarks. And as I said, I hope you're having fun, and maybe if you're not painting with me, you can make yourself some coffee or maybe tea and a biscuit and enjoy this. I do hope you're having fun either way. So, and I always love to hear your comments, and I always love to hear your feedback. So if you have any suggestions, and if you want me to paint something, I would love to hear it. I would love for you to tell me what would you like me to paint, to do. Well, that is always just very welcome, because you know, I do love to paint what you want me to paint and show you, teach you how to paint those things. You know, sometimes it's pretty hard to have the idea, you know, to what to paint. And yes, now I'm just using the side of my brush and going upwards and making also some textured strokes that are, well, giving some interest to that poppy field, and make some do some diverse, you know, shapes that are mimicking of flowers. And I need more paint. I almost never prepare enough paint. I always have to add more. So don't be like me, prepare enough paint. Like this, and a bit more of this, some green. So you don't have to go back and forth, but you know, that is also fine. If you like that, that is also fine. And just one, you know, more higher and one lower. And again, I'm using the side of my brush and adding some texture. You can do it with almost any brush. Just don't use too much water, and it will all be fine. You will be able to do this. Just not too much water in your brush. Like this, and here a couple of more. You know, to, well, fill some parts here and make the impression of, as I said, we're not painting a realistic painting, so you can go even upwards maybe with that. Why not? This is not really being anything particular like this. There you go. And right now we're going to paint our buds first, and I'm going to use smaller round brush, and buds are going to be mix of some burnt sienna and some sepia, and I'm gonna mix it right here. And there you go, just dry slightly my brush and add them just like that, you know, a little bit more of that. I need to lighten it a bit, it's a bit too dark. And some here, here, just here and there you can paint your buds. And a couple here. Again, not too much. And you don't even have to paint them on the tops of your stems. You could just paint them, well, anywhere you feel. There you go, just some of them here. And you see I'm just using the tip of my brush and just tapping them in. I'm not trying to paint any particular shape. And like this. Those will be our buds. And the last thing we're gonna do is paint those poppies. And for poppies I'm using, just a second, this is cadmium red light and cadmium yellow medium, mix of those two colors. And again, this time I will just do a bit, you know, stronger pressure like this and just this. Again, I'm not trying to make any particular shape, you know, just don't bother yourself with that. Just somewhat like something like heart shape maybe. There you go, just like this and that, and just fill it in. And maybe some here. And some shapes will be just like that. Nothing special and nothing particular. Like this, and we can do maybe this here. One from here going, you know, maybe we don't see its stem. And this one here. And again, it doesn't have to be on top of stems, you know, smaller, bigger, whatever you like. Maybe here, some here sticking, maybe here, there, here. And on this one we won't do anymore. Don't make it, you know, don't make it too crowded. It doesn't have to be too crowded. And like that. There you go. And I think I'm missing one maybe here. Here, just to, you know, to break that pattern, and maybe some here. And there you go. And we're gonna take that script brush again, dip it in our sepia, and just add, while the paint is still wet, just maybe here and there on some of our poppies and lower part, just add, you know, for that to spread and make that center, you know, for a poppy. You don't have to do it on every if you don't want to, or you can. You know, I like that. I like to see it, so I think I will add that to all of my poppies. It just makes them a little bit more believable, in my opinion. There we go. And I'm gonna again use that, and this time I just have to cover this. We don't want our splatters to go there. And I'm gonna splatter, this is sepia, and sepia we're gonna splatter in the lower part here, and some maybe upper, to just, they will just look like some buds here and there and like that. And also we will use that mix of ours that we use for poppies, and just sprinkle again some of those here and there up into our sky. Why not? Like this. And I think that would be it. You don't have to do anything more. You can maybe take some of that sepia, and I'll just, to make a couple, maybe here, you know, in our grass, just add a little bit more, you know, darker weeds. Like this. Just to make that look as some shadows or some different weeds here. And this is definitely it. We won't do anything more to this either. And this is finished. I'm gonna move this. And right now we can remove our tape, and I will do that just a second. Now that this is almost dry, I'm gonna remove that tape, and so you can see how it will look when the tape is moved. And I will also do the other one. Right away, and whoop, it looks just perfect. When the tape is removed, it looks even better. And that's it. Those are our poppies. Quite simple, and you can see very effective. We didn't paint any particular poppy, and it turned out beautifully and gorgeously. Now you can cut it and maybe plastify it. If I'm not sure if that's how it's said, if it is, and of course use it as bookmarks. And well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun. If you painted it, if you only watched it, whatever, I hope you had fun. And well, I wanted to thank you for joining me, and thank you for supporting me all the time. And if you do like this video, please hit the like button down, and please share, comment, tell me what you like, what you didn't like, what you want me to paint next. And of course, if you haven't still, please subscribe to my channel. That would really mean a lot to me. Help me also grow this channel and keep doing what I really love to do. And well, thank you for sticking till the end, and I hope I see you next time. Bye!